Welcome back to the Astral Tourist Podcast. Today I'm excited to share with you one of my most extraordinary astral journeys, one that began in an ordinary mall but quickly spiraled into a mystical adventure through Peru. Along the way I encountered powerful energies, ancient symbols, and lessons that blurred the lines between the physical and astral realms. Let's get right to it and jump on in. It all started in a busy astral airport. As I wandered around exploring, I encountered an older woman with a mysterious aura. There was something about her that made me pause, her presence almost otherworldly. We didn't speak much, but it felt like we were already communicating on a deeper level, something unspoken, yet profoundly felt. She raised her hand to her forehead and revealed something extraordinary, a glowing third eye etched on her wrinkled skin. The energies flowing there were brilliant indigos and violet shades. It wasn't just a symbol. It was an invitation, a sign of spiritual insight and deep wisdom. It felt as if she were showing me the veil between the physical and spiritual realms, a space she seemed to move through quite effortlessly. Then she asked to touch my energy. I agreed. She leaned her forehead in towards mine, and we touched third eyes. She was in charge here, and I was happy about that. Definitely this woman is in charge. As our third-eyed energies intertwined, I felt two distinct drops of coolness flow through me, like little pings of crystalline energies. Each drop was followed by a faint crystalline sound. It was a feeling unlike any other. When we separated, she smiled and thanked me for helping her grandson. Now, this was new to me. This part of the experience is totally a mystery to me. I don't know if this grandson was someone in the physical world or another being in the astral, but it felt significant, like I had unknowingly played some kind of a role in something important. So, I hope I did. I hope I'm living up to that. After she left, I realized that I didn't know how to exit the airport. So I began telepathing around the general area, asking if anyone knew where the exit was. A man who was in a great hurry, carrying large luggage, pointed me towards a long hallway with a door at the end. Facing through that door, I suddenly found myself outside in a cloudy city. It looked gray and run down, but not dirty per se. And just like that, I woke back up in the physical world. That was short, right? Not so much. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that woman was not done with me. So moving on, after a quick break and using the wake back to bed method, I intended to just visit a sacred place, maybe Mount Shasta or Uluru, or just somewhere powerful, wherever the energy and the universal vibe would take me. This time I felt those two drops of coolness again, and before I knew it, a silver shimmering map appeared in front of me. The map was filled with markings I couldn't quite recall, but I knew they held meaning. When I touched the coordinates indicated in silver markings on the map, it instantly transported me to another place. Now those cool crystalline drops were making more sense. They were portal coordinates. So that means I got back to sleep soon enough to kind of stay in that vibration. Even though I had made other intentions, I found myself standing in the middle of yet another astral airport. This was a different one. This will all make sense as it comes around in like a circle thing. I was surrounded by the busy energy of other travelers, still getting my bearings yet once again. This was another transit hub between astral worlds. I approached a man by a food stall and asked, "Where am I?" He answered telepathically with a thick, deep accent, "Peru." Peru, I thought. As I quickly thought about it, I realized Machu Picchu is in Peru. And after all, I had asked to explore fascinating places like that, right? No, it's not Mount Shasta, but Machu Picchu? Yeah, sign me up. Already signed up, I guess. I became quite excited about it. And yeah, my mind was going grasshopper on me again. And I was, I said enthusiastically, as long as I'm in Peru, I'd like to visit Machu Picchu. The man's face lit up. His excitement was immediate, as if I had unlocked the most important quest of his life, Machu Picchu. He practically shouted, "We'll need money." I was wondering why he'd get so excited, because if he lived in the area, he could go see it any time, right? But I thought it best not to point that out right then. So before I could process what he meant about money, he darted it off and on impulse pickpocketed someone nearby. That really caught me off guard, especially in the Astral, where physical limitations don't really apply. But I knew I had to step in. So I told him, "You're in the Astral now." I said, my voice calm but firm. "You don't need to do that." He froze. His eyes got wide, as if something had clicked. "Oh yes," he telepathed, clearly remembering the rules of the Astral. I forgot. I scanned around for the person he had snatched it from, but I couldn't find them as the airport was very busy. I think it was a man. It could have been a woman. I don't know. I mainly saw them from the back in a flash. Like, if I was doing a police report, they wouldn't have much to go on. Wow. Anyway, this is what happens next. This is so cool. 2 glowing silver doors suddenly appeared in the space in front of us. They were the same color as that silver map had been. Perhaps one of the crystalline drops had been for the map, and the other for these door portals. I was, still getting my bearings, still putting 2 and 2 together. 2 drops, 2 crystalline drops, a map, now the 2 door portals, and the 2 doors being the clue. Like, remember the 2 drops there? This woman is wicked smart. I was thinking all about how that woman had some incredible skills, and not just incredible, like I was saying, wicked smart, genius level. When we faced through the doors, the energy shifted. The atmosphere felt different, like the air was charged up with unseen power. As my vision came back into view, I saw jagged mountains rising in the distance, with the softer, rounded mountains to the left. But what caught my attention the most was a small black pyramid in front of the jagged peaks. The pyramid's surface was buzzing with electrical currents running all through its black bricks. Above it, a rainbow arced across the sky, casting vibrant hues across the whole land. I floated closer to the pyramid, taking in the view. I mean, how could one choose, right? But thank goodness for 360 vision. My astral body felt heavier here, but also more charged up with energy. And by then, it was really hard to just keep my focus. I have to say, I've seen wonderful sights, but wow. And you gotta, do your best to stay grounded if you want to stay in the astral. So, I have to admit, I was feeling weak and I wanted to get caught up in the beauty and stuff. But I remembered observation. So that's one of your tips right here. I'm slipping it in. Observation. Go to observational mind if you start feeling like that. Streams of water began to flow throughout the landscape, twisting and turning in spirals, and each stream was filled with glowing rainbow panels that moved with the currents. It was an otherworldly sight to see, mesmerizing and beautiful. What came next was even more incredible. Storm clouds were forming overhead above the pyramid. They weren't ordinary clouds. I rose up to peek inside them. Each one was crackling with miniature lightning bolts. This was a storm of raw energy and power. Now, if you go inside an ordinary storm, not all the clouds have a lightning bolt in there. So this was some kind of extraordinary astral storm. From the storm, something bulky and golden raced down towards the earth. The thick golden beam separated into 2 statues. One was a dolphin, and the other a snake of some type. When they hit the ground, a golden walkway appeared leading towards the electrical black pyramid. Well, the beginnings of it that was forming. I could feel the presence of someone at the end of the walkway floating in front of the pyramid, but I couldn't make out their features. Mainly I saw their ambiguous form as soft glowing white light. Unfortunately, I woke up before I could explore further. During my research, I learned later Peru is home to various snake species and wait for it, it's pretty good. Pink river dolphins, yes, pink. There is a rainbow pyramid called Huaca Arcoiris, aka also known as Huaca del Trajon. I think that's how it's pronounced. I used to take a little Spanish, but I'm no expert at all. However, that is north of Machu Picchu. Could I have seen some version of this in the astral? At Machu Picchu, there is a temple of the sun, which is known for having strong spiritual energy. The connection with the sun helps the raw energy and electrical currents make more sense. And the more I think about it, the more I wonder if I saw like an amalgamation of the various energies in the area, perhaps. Before I looked anything up, I had already decided to call it Rainbow Pyramid due to the wondrous rainbow overhead and also in the flowing streams. After astral projecting, I often come away with more questions than answers. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. Whatever I saw, it was certainly beautiful and powerful. I sure wish I could have met whoever was hovering at the end of the golden walkway in front of the rainbow pyramid before I woke up. I've been to other sacred spaces where I have been able to meet various beings at the end of these walkways, the ones that do it like that. And I also have to wonder if it may have been that woman hovering at the end of the walkway that gave me the map coordinates and portals. That same one that touched my third eye. You know, what's she trying to show me? I gotta wonder. And was that her at the end of the walkway? I just don't know. It could have been someone else. I don't know. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through the astral realms to Peru. Please like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed today's episode. The energy we encounter, the lessons we learn, and the realms we explore are all part of the grand interconnected tapestry of existence. Happy astral travels.